In today's session, let us understand about fundamental concepts. The learning objective of this session is to gain the knowledge about the fundamental concepts of organizational behavior. Through this session, you will be able to understand the various basic concepts of organizational behavior. Fundamental organizational behavior start with a set of fundamental concepts. They are revolving around the nature of people and the nature of organization. Basic concepts are the foundation for every field of social science. They guide for the development of any science. So, in this way, let us look into the basic fundamental concepts that are involved in the organizational behavior. The first one is the nature of people, and the second is the nature of organization. To understand the nature of people, it is necessary to understand the 6 basic concepts that are involved in the nature of people. The first one is the individual differences. Second is the perception. Third, a whole person. Fourth is the motivated behavior. Fifth, desire for involvement. And the last one is the value of the person. Let us look in detail about the individual differences. People have much in common. They become happy. They can be excited by their achievement. But each person in the world is different in million ways like DNA profile. These differences are considered as important or substantial rather than meaningless. This diversity needs to be recognized and viewed as a valuable asset to organizations. In organization, management can motivate employees best by treating them differently. If not individual differences, at least some standards across the broad way of dealing with employees could be adopted and minimum judgment would be required thereafter. A manager's approach to employees must be individual and it should not be statistical. Second, perception. People look things in the world differently. Even when presented with the same object, two people may view it in two different ways. Employees see their worlds differently for a variety of reasons. They may differ in their personalities, needs, demographic factors, and past experiences, or they may find themselves in different physical settings, time periods, or social surroundings. Whatever the reason, they tend to act on the basis of their perceptions. This way of reacting reflects the process of selective perception. Selective perception is nothing but people are going to pay attention to those features of their work environment that are consistent with or reinforce their own expectations. Selective perception not only cause misinterpretation of single event at work but also lead to future rigidity in the search for new experiences. Managers must learn to expect perceptual differences among their employees, accept people as emotional beings, and manage them in individual ways. Now, the third one is the whole person. Organizations are not employing only skill or brain of an employee. Actually, the whole person is employed rather than some characteristics. Different traits studied separately, but in final analysis, all are part of one system making up a whole person. Skill exists because of knowledge or background. Home life is not separable from work life, and the emotional conditions are not separate from physical conditions. People function as total human beings. When management applies the principle of organizational behavior, it is trying to develop a better employee and better person in terms of growth and fulfillment. So management needs to care about the job's effect on the whole person. Employees belong to many organizations rather than only as an employer and has to play many roles inside and outside the firm. If the whole person can be improved, then benefit will extend beyond the firm into a larger society in which each employee lives. Fourth is about the motivated behavior. According to psychological viewpoint, there are many causes behind our behavior. These may relate to a person's needs or the consequences that results from the acts. People are motivated not by what we think they ought to have, but by what they themselves want. To an outside observer, needs are unrealistic, but they are still controlling. Due to this fact, management has two basic ways to motivate people. One, it can show them how certain actions will increase the need fulfillment, or it can threaten or decrease need fulfillment if they follow an undesirable course of action. So it is clear that increased need fulfillment is the better approach. Motivation is very essential to functioning of the organization. No matter what type of technology and what type of advanced equipments an organization has, they can't be used until they're released and guided by the people who have been motivated. Fifth is the desire for involvement. Many employees today are actively seeking opportunities to involve in the decision making. They show their talents and ideas to the organization's success. They have a strong desire to share what they know and to learn from experience. Organizations or management need to provide opportunity for meaningful involvement. This can be achieved through employee empowerment, that is taking into confidence, giving importance to strength of an employee. This type of practice results in mutual benefit for both an employee as well as for an employer. Sixth is the value of the person. Employees deserve to be treated differently from other factors of production like land, capital or technology, because human beings are of a higher order in the universe. Because of this distinction, they want to be treated with caring, respect and dignity. Increasingly, they expect such treatment from their employers, that is, company. The old idea of providing economic tools is not accepting nowadays. Employees want to be valued for their skills and abilities and to be provided with an opportunity to develop themselves. Second important fundamental concept is the nature of organization. Three concepts are involved in the nature of organization. They are social system, mutual interest and ethics. Let us look into the social system. So, organization itself is a social system. It consists of two types of social system. They are formal or official social system. Second is about informal or unofficial social system. Social system is existed means it is a dynamic in nature. All parts of the system are interdependent and each is subject to the influence by any other part. So everything is related with everything else. This idea of social system provides a framework for analyzing organizational behavior issues and helps organizational behavior problems understandable and manageable. Second, mutual interest. Organizations need people and people need organization. Organizations have a human purpose. They formed and maintained on the basis of some mutuality of interest among their participants. To reach organizational objectives, managers need employees and people need organizations to help them reach individual objectives. If mutuality is lacking between these two things, trying to assemble a group and to develop cooperation makes no sense because there is no common base on which to build. Mutual interest provides a superordinate goal, that is, one that can be attained only through the integrated efforts of individual and their employers. Third, ethics. use of moral principles and values to affect the behavior of individuals and organizations with regard to choices between what is right and what is wrong. To attract and retain valuable employees, organizations must treat employees in an ethical fashion. When the organizational goals and actions are ethical, individual, organizational, and social objectives are more likely to be met. People find more satisfaction in work when there is a cooperation and teamwork in the organization. People are learning, growing, and contributing towards organization. The organization is also more successful due to effective functioning. So, to summarize this session, organizational behavior starts with a set of fundamental concepts in which nature of people includes 6 sub-concepts, and the nature of organization, which include 3 important types of concepts. Thank you.